Hello YouTube! Sorry I've neglected my channel. Hopefully this video will make up for it. I'm also going to make a Blender tutorial tomorrow, no matter what. If I have to stay here till 2 AM to do it, I will make you guys a tutorial video, and I'm very sorry for neglecting my channel. Anyway, on to what I was going to talk about. Cheap or free professional software. Now, most of you out there want to get a job in the visual effects industry at some point, or if you don't, are probably doing this recreationally for fun and want to find some really great cheap or free software to use. And recently there have been some releases of licensing for some amazing software, and I couldn't hold it in after I found out about it last week, and so here's a video on it. The first piece of software that I want to talk to you guys about is Fusion 7. Now, Fusion 7 is a compositing software like Nuke or After Effects, but this is one of the biggest compositors in the industry. Almost every film that you've seen has probably used it at some point in pre-visualization or the final composite. Big movies like Avatar have used this to help do their visual effects. It is a brilliant software, and it used to cost like $2,000 to $3,000, somewhere in the ballpark, But a few months ago, they were bought out by Blackmagic, and when I was just looking around Blackmagic's website one day, I noticed something sort of strange about the software, or not software, something sort of strange. It was a banner at the top of their video, and at first I thought it was some sort of gimmick where they would cheat me somehow, like lock features, or they would do something, they'd limit the video length, they'd do something crippling where it wouldn't work. But I was wrong. They actually released what is essentially the full version of Fusion 7 completely free. And my mind was blown. I literally jumped up and down with excitement. This software is amazing, and I encourage you guys to go check it out, to go play with it, use it, find some tutorials on it. Hopefully I will be able to do some tutorials on it. I'm going to start learning it. I'm going to start using it some more. It looks like it's a pretty easy transition from Nuke, which is what I've trained on. The interface looks surprisingly similar, but it is a great software, and I encourage you guys to go get it. The only difference between the free version and the studio version, really, is the stereoscopic 3D, the plugin support, and image stabilization. Now, image stabilization is the only really big one I could see, but it's really not that hard to stabilize an image in Blender, so it's not a huge deal. Anyway, moving on. Now, DaVinci Resolve. For those of you who don't know, DaVinci Resolve is the color grading software. This is what pretty much everyone uses for color grading in the professional industry. My instructors had used DaVinci Resolve in their professional work. It is an amazingly powerful software, and it is also owned by Blackmagic. I'm kind of biased. I'm liking Blackmagic's software pricing and software, but they released a light version which still has plenty of features for most of our needs, or at least my needs, and it's completely free. And even if I wanted to go get the full version, it's not at a price that it's ludicrously, I'd never be able to afford it. I could get that if I wanted to at some point, but it's an awesome color grading software. Everyone uses it. If you want to get a job in the industry as a color grader or as a generalist, I would learn it. And yeah, it's just really cool. Go check it out. And finally, my personal favorite, Houdini. Now, Houdini has sort of an interesting licensing ploy, which is they have one version of Houdini that's $2,000 that does things like clouds and modeling and animation and rigging and lighting and stuff, etc., etc. And they have their Houdini effects, which is more geared toward visual effects artists like myself who love doing the particles. I love particles. But they include pyro effects, which does amazing fire. They have amazing fluids. And again, pros use this. This is used in some huge Hollywood budget things, and it's a great software. Unfortunately, the first time I looked at it, I was kind of turned off by the price. And then I noticed this curious little button up at the top. And this version is $200. And it is the same as these two combined. It has all the animation and particles and everything from the other two, but it's restricted to use for those making under $100,000 using the software, which is pretty much my entire everybody watching this, I assume, me included. And that is crazy. Now I know this isn't free, but most of you will be able to save up $200 pretty quickly, I would think. Even if you're just like 13, save your Christmas money, something, sell lemonade. I don't know. But you could probably get $200 somehow. This is an amazing software. It's totally worth it. It is one of the big simulation softwares, and visual effects houses are always looking for simulators. People who do simulations. And this is one of the big ones. So if you want to learn simulation, this is the one to learn. Well, anyway, I think that's it. And hopefully I can get a Blender tutorial up for you guys. Sorry if it felt like I was talking a little fast. It's 11:30 at night and I have to go home. And I'd rather not leave at midnight like I have been doing. So, thank you guys for watching, and Intensity Digital out.